Welcome to Module 7, Risk Management for Building Automation. In the previous module, we studied reliability. Now we will convert reliability concerns, cybersecurity exposure, data problems, lifecycle gaps, and people dependencies into clear risks that can be owned, funded, treated, and monitored. This module teaches learners to identify risks, score, and prioritize them. Build a practical risk register, assign ownership, and communicate technical risk in a way that leaders can decide and fund. Risk is not simply a list of problems. It is uncertainty with consequence. The same component failure can have very different importance depending on the space, mission, season, operation, and ability to recover. BS risk covers many categories: safety, operations, reliability, cybersecurity, data quality, project delivery, compliance, people, and lifecycle. A risk register that only lists broken equipment will miss some of the most important exposures. The risk matrix combines likelihood and consequence. It is useful for prioritization, but it is not objective truth. The organization must define what rare, likely, moderate, critical, and catastrophic mean in measurable operational terms. Likelihood and consequence are important, but they may be insufficient. Detectability, velocity, duration, recoverability, interdependence, and uncertainty can change how a BAS manager prioritizes action. Inherent risk is the exposure before controls. Existing controls may reduce likelihood, consequence, or detection time. Residual risk is what remains. A risk is not closed simply because an action is planned. It must be verified and accepted at the right authority level. Risk management is a cycle. Identify, analyze, evaluate, treat, and monitor. The process should connect to work planning, capital planning, maintenance, cybersecurity review projects, and leadership reporting. A practical risk register includes risk ID, description, location, category, cause or condition, consequence, rating, existing controls, residual rating, mitigation action, owner, target date, funding need, status, review date, and evidence of closure. Good risk statements use cause-event impact form. Every significant risk needs one accountable owner. The owner coordinates treatment and review. Risk acceptance is different from risk ownership. Acceptance must be made by a person with authority appropriate to the consequence. Technical detail matters, but leaders need clear decision language. Explain the condition, what could happen, which operations are affected, what controls exist, the recommended action, cost, what happens if deferred, and who must decide by when. A small component can create a large consequence when it supports a critical operation. The direct failure may be mechanical, but the larger risk may include one control path, no spare, deferred inspection, poor criticality scoring, and no contingency plan. A structured risk workshop can identify risk paths no single person sees alone. BAS may understand control logic, IT may understand remote access, operations may understand consequences, engineering may understand design limits. The risk register improves when these perspectives are brought together. Common mistakes include treating the score as objective truth, listing risks without owners or dates, closing risks when actions are planned rather than verified, accepting risk at too low an authority level, and separating the register from real budgets and work planning. A new BAS manager should quickly assess foundational risks: documentation, unsupported systems, unverified recovery, shared accounts, uncontrolled vendor access, alarm weakness, knowledge concentration, asset inventory gaps, weak turnover, overrides, calibration, network single points, naming, maintenance, and facilities IT ownership. The practical assignment is to build a 10-item BAS risk register. Learners must include multiple risk types, score them, assign owners and actions, define evidence of closure, and present the top 3 residual risks in executive language. The correct answer is B. This scenario contains several different risks. Unsupported software, shared accounts, missing backups, and ignored critical alarms need to be written clearly, scored, owned, treated, and reviewed with evidence of closure. Risk management is how BAS leaders make exposure visible and actionable. You cannot eliminate every risk, but you can understand it, own it, reduce it, prepare for it, and communicate it honestly. Next, we move to professional ethics and duty of care.